The story so far: if you wanted to work on quantum technology in India, you had to be present in a handful of places, a few institutes, a few labs. That's where most of the action was. Now, that's starting to change because the government has just cleared quantum teaching labs in 23 institutions and another 100 are being looked at. And that's a pretty clear signal. This is no longer about keeping things limited to a few centers. This came out of a high-level meeting chaired by Jitendra Singh. Different science departments were part of it: research, space, technology, and among all of the updates, this one stood out. Quantum labs are now being pushed beyond the usual institutions. Most of the serious work has been happening in places like IISc Bengaluru, IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi. These are strong institutions for sure. They lead the main areas under the program: quantum computing, communication, sensing, materials. So the depth is there, but access, not so much. Because quantum isn't something you can learn just by reading or watching. You need proper setups, specialized equipment, controlled environments, materials, work, and actual hands-on practice. Without that, you don't really build capability. So if only a few places have labs, only a few people get trained. What's happening now is a widening of that base. More labs, more institutions, more people getting exposure. It doesn't replace the top centers, it builds around them. And over time, that's how you scale something like this. All of this finds its place under the National Quantum Mission, which was approved in 2023 with more than 6,000 crore rupees allocated. The goals are quite ambitious: building quantum computers, secure communication over long distances, satellite-based systems, advanced sensing and materials. But none of this works without trained people. And you only get that if access improves. Because we've heard plans before, you all know that. Funding announcements, big targets. The question was always, will this actually move forward? Now, thankfully, we are seeing early signs. Labs which are being approved, fabrication facilities coming up, engineering colleges being included. So thankfully, this is less about announcements and more about groundwork. A moment to view the structure which is taking shape. At the top, we have research institutions doing core work. Below that, teaching labs spreading skills. Then, fabrication to support hardware. And alongside, startups trying to build applications. So it's multi-layered, which is very crucial. We are of course aware that quantum isn't just academic. It connects to cybersecurity, defense, communication, navigation, finance. So this has to be about building knowledge, of course, but also and more significantly about building capability. The members at the meeting also reviewed preparations for the India International Science Festival 2026, the National Technology Day with over 500 innovations, upcoming ISRO missions, and better coordination across departments, revealing the fact that it is definitely a bigger part of a much bigger push. And here, of course, is the front page take. So what's changing here is plain as day. Earlier, the focus was on a few strong centers. Now, it's about spreading that capability, because in something like quantum, it's about who can keep building, who can train enough people, sustain the effort. And with this move, India is clearly trying to build for that long run. Please do let us know what do you think about this development in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.